I am Dr. V.S. Mishra from EC Department, SNS College of Technology. Here we are gathered to discuss the case study topic, smart traffic light control system using microcontroller. So we can discuss the topic one by one.
So good afternoon everyone. Myself Rohit. Our problem statement is about smart traffic light. In our country, it is most popular country in the world. So we have a old traditional traffic light system. So we need a replacement for a smart traffic light system. Like in highways, in the night times, there are still the traffic lights which comes under the countdown of numbers. So we can replace it by the smart traffic light, so that if one side of the highway there is more traffic, it will automatically go to the green signal. If there is less traffic, it will automatically go to the red signal. So here the solution will be given by precision.
So it's an ongoing problem which is faced in our country. So to give a solution for this, we can technically speaking, we can use an 8051 microcontroller, and combined with that, we can use an IR sensor. So here the purpose of IR sensor is that we can easily find the density of the vehicles. For example, let's say you are in a place where there is more vehicles and more traffic is there. So in that places, the help of IR sensor, we could easily calculate the number of vehicles and the total density of the vehicles that is present in that area. So with the help of the data, using IR sensor, we can send the data to micro agent sending, where it will smartly decide that whether we could lower the time limit of the traffic to signal free, or to reduce the traffic signal to some other signal as per the traffic density. So in a short way, you can tell that there is more traffic density. There will be a green light per mountain. That's a less shorter density in traffic. The green light will be in a shorter interval. So this is how we can give a solution for this.
Is it right, sir?
Yeah, whatever you are telling is we can control the traffic light system in a real time manner. So based on the density, we can control by using the IR. That is right. Next one.
So previous students already talked about what the basic concept of it. So now I'm going to do how it's going to be executed and what are the components is very important to work the system, and also the interfacing, how it's actually working, because we are talking about we're going to do this, do that, but I'm going to tell about how the sensor, how the microcontroller is connected to work. So the most important component is the 8051 microcontroller, because that is the main system and the main brain for the system. So it's very important component to work in a microprocessor controller and processor. And then using IR sensor. So IR sensor is used to, it's already in the name, sensor. Sensor is very important to whatever component is going to work in an electrical sector. And after that, we're using a timer, because it's basically a traffic light. Then we have demandly we need a timer. So timer for the time 30 seconds, 40 seconds for which light should be enabled, like that. After the main component it has to work is power supply, which needed to work. After that, how it's interfacing, because this 4 components is okay. How is going to interfacing the working with its important keyboard. So 8051 is getting us input from a sensor. IR sensor is actually used for how many vehicles are staying there, how is moving, how is they going. It's just sensing everything, whatever happening between that line. So it will help to give this much of vehicle is standing in that line. So sensor can detect and give that to the microcontroller. And microcontroller always we know it's going to be ACD, analog to digital. So it converts that what the signal is receiving from to digital. So it's get this number of members are standing there. So we could enable a red or green. It will depend on microcontroller. There is always a desired value. So it will check. There is plenty of backend work is happening on there. I'm just simply telling, just you want to know what the concept is working. Okay, after that the microcontroller give the output to LCD. So LED. LED display will display whatever the digital signals is giving. So this is how it's working, and the main process is called the sensor output interfacing. So next will next PR will explain
the machine. Can we easily give a solution for this with this component, or any other components that we use?
Present basically we can go with this one. So once we apply the result, so based on the results we can improve using any other component somewhere.
So let us see about the working process.
Be loud, quite loud, louder.
Let us see about the working process. The system uses the sensor, which is used to detect the number of vehicles on each road, and then the data will be sent into the microcontroller for processing. And then it compares the traffic levels based on all the roads, and based on this comparison, the decision will be made. Which means if the traffic is high, the green light is given for long duration. If the traffic is low, the green light is signal light is reduced or skipped. So after that, the signal traffic sensor changes automatically in the sequence green, yellow, red, like that. In a logical example, if road A has a traffic high, means the green light is given for 40 seconds now. The road B has a traffic low, means the green light is given for 20 seconds. Like that.
Yes.
Applications. So the applications are it is used in the smart cities and also in the highways, and also it is used in the busy junctions. Advantages: it reduces the waiting time, traffic congestion, and also save fuels. Improves the road safety. Future scopes: AI based traffic predictions, IoT integrations, emergency vehicle priorities. So the conclusion of the case study is smart traffic light system improves efficiency using microcontroller based decision making and real time data.
So by using the microcontroller, we are providing the efficient result. So that is the conclusion of this.